All right, welcome to Bitcoin Billionaire. Today, I want to give you a price prediction for Ethereum. I really think that in March, Ethereum is about to take off, and so many times people ask me, what should I buy? When should I buy it? Well, watch this entire video to find out. And welcome to Bitcoin Billionaire. Let me share with you my assessment on Ethereum. So, as we can see, this is where we are right now, 1826. And this is a good price to buy Ethereum. And the reason is that it is a good price to buy is because, as you can see here, that Ethereum follows a pattern. And let me explain to you what I mean. It's been following that pattern for a while. And Ethereum tends to go, up and down. It follows kind of a pattern like that. So it's not perfect, but you can see now we're kind of going sideways. But I believe Ethereum will be taking off, and I can predict somewhere around the 2100. So I think for that reason, Ethereum right now is a very good buy. I'm heavily invested in Ethereum. And so I believe that it's going to take off at any time. It could be going sideways for a while, but even now it's going up, even at the bottom. But it's going up at the bottom. So if it takes longer, it'll just be a higher price. And so I think Ethereum will be taking off soon, especially, given that it's very low risk compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still a good buy as well, but you can see that it's already kind of making that rise from a bottom here, from all the way to bottom here. And it's been going kind of in the middle. And now we may hit higher as we go forward, or we may head down, or we just may head sideways. Either way, that's why I chose Ethereum as my main investment, because I believe that I will make bigger gains. If we calculate from here all the way up, right, we're looking at about 18%, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, 17 to 18%, depending where you measure from. So still pretty good gains. And then, of course, my strategy is I would probably put a stop loss once I reach this line here, because, of course, what goes up must go down. Eventually it'll go back down, but it'll be good to buy it again. So why I like this Ethereum has been doing this for a very long time. If we look in the past, we can see that it's also followed that pattern, right? It's consistently doing that. And what I mean by that is, oops, if we go and just click here. Oops, let me change that. So if we go in the past, it's kind of followed that pattern. You can put lines here as well, and you can see, wow, okay, it's been following that pattern there, right? And then if you go put lines at the bottom, it's kind of following, it's always been following the pattern, which is why Ethereum is very predictable and why I consider it a very good investment. Okay, so that being said, yeah, I just think that, I want to make you a price prediction about where I think Ethereum is going to go. Okay, now let me answer some of your questions that you might have. Just looking through the comments here. Now, Doge, right? Doge, yeah, I have considered buying that today. In fact, I think Doge is a very interesting coin, right? Because it's Elon Musk who's always commenting about it. But you can see that, it has been going down over time. So we can look at the moving average to see if it's a good buy, right? I haven't really looked at it seriously, to be honest, but I was checking it out today. And yeah, it's kind of hanging around to the 20-day moving average, and it's a little bit higher here, right? On the 10-day, just above the 10-day. So it could take off, but I wouldn't be my first choice. In fact, it's not in my portfolio right now. So I did consider it today. I looked at it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there are better coins than Doge. Cardano is in my portfolio, right? As we all know, Coinbase finally added, ADA, Cardano, to their trading. It wasn't available before, but now it is. So it's part of my portfolio. It has been going down a little bit. We can see 1.74. And I believe that over we can expect probably a $2. I don't know how long, but it is going to go up. And it's a little bit, it's under, right under now. If we look at both of the 20-day and 50-day, and this is the 200-day, that's the purple line here, right? So I don't like, it's really, like if you go at 200-day, it's a very good buy. So, we can see, but we're looking at the 1 hour. We should probably look at the 4 hour view to look at, yeah, so there's a divergence here, but we can still see that it's right like playing around with the 20-day moving average, yeah. But it's, yeah, I do think Cardano has more potential to grow. We did see a big spike here from here to there because, as I said, it was added on to the, yeah, it was like a 42%. That's really good. I kind of missed it, which I didn't feel good about because I was busy, and I have access to certain coaches and groups that I pay premium fees for, but I missed it because I was busy. I was in Bangkok doing whatever. I live in Thailand, so yeah. I don't know about that, Dragos. I mean, I've heard that rumor that maybe one day it will be independent, but I do think I do think that it's not completely dependent on Bitcoin. I think there's a room for Ethereum to move on its own. I do think, like I said, like even if Bitcoin goes down, like we've seen Ethereum in the past, going back to Ethereum here. We've seen like right now, Ethereum should not be going down too much. So when Ethereum was going down a lot, when Bitcoin was going down a lot during this time here, right? Ethereum was quite stable. You can see here, right? When it moved all the way down, Ethereum was doing quite well. It was still going sideways, as you can see here. So it didn't affect Ethereum so much. So very possible that if Ethereum goes sideways, if Bitcoin rather goes sideways for a while, we could still see Ethereum going up. We could see Ethereum going all the way up, even if Bitcoin goes sideways. So no, I don't think that we're completely dependent on Bitcoin. I think Ethereum will probably be somewhat independent of Bitcoin, right? Okay. No, I wouldn't convert to BTC. I would probably convert it at some point with. I can't. Well, a lot of the exchange don't allow you to convert to dollar, so then we just convert it to basically. I would convert to, the USTD, so it's the equivalent of like dollar. That's what we're like looking at, Tether. So Tether is equivalent of the US dollar. So I will probably convert it to that, and then I will look for another buy-in, right? So I'm not converting to BTC when Ethereum, unless there's a really obvious buy-in, right? So I don't think I would do that personally. I would wait for, look, I don't want, like, if you just buy Bitcoin just because everybody's buying it, you're probably going to lose money. So the way I look at it is I'm trying to buy at a good price. So it's all about, like, is this a good price to buy in? And, if you just buy and hold, it doesn't matter, but I'm not doing that. I want to trade, not too much. I don't trade on every day. That's very difficult. So, but I am looking at a good buy-in price. So also, when we look at Ethereum, when we look at Bitcoin, if we look at the overview bull cycle, right? If we look at that and we zoom in, we can kind of see here that the red zone is the end of the bull cycle. So we're not in there yet, right? This doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. There's like, before we reach the top, let's say we go to here. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. 50% more. I'm not sure this is accurate, to be honest, because let's look at Bitcoin. Hold on a second. I don't think these numbers are accurate. Let's change that, and let's just add invite only script. Okay. Right. And then let's change that to 1 day. Hold on. So, not sure why it's not working. Maybe because... Okay, let's change that to Coinbase. Should work. There we go. And let's zoom that in a bit more. Yeah, it's very close, as we can see, right? Like, once it reached the top, potentially it could be the end of it. So it did kind of touch it, but you know, I don't want to invest in Bitcoin. Sorry, let me put who's asking that question, right? Yeah, right there. So would I invest in BTC? And the answer is probably not, because let's say, let me clear that out for 1 minute. Let's clear all that out. So let's say we look at this, right? Let's go to the 4-hour view, right? And let's just zoom out here and then go auto. Log auto. Okay. If we zoom in, right? We can see that, okay, you know, there's opportunity for some growth here. Yes, that's true. But if we reach just 50% more, it's basically the end of the bull market according to this. Now, there's a big question whether this is accurate, but if you haven't heard of this, it's a mathematical calculation based on the bull cycles that Bitcoin has had to be able to tell when is the beginning and when is the end. It's debatable whether this is 100% accurate. But if you had bought from the beginning, which is like, let's say here, all the way here, then you would have made almost 5x, right? So that's not bad. So that like, I'm looking probably for 1 or 2 more trades, and then I'm out, and I'm waiting for the next buy, because the best way to buy Bitcoin is right here, and hold it until it goes up to the red zone, and then stop buying when it's in the red zone. Does that make sense? So I'm not looking for, you know, taking risks that are unnecessary. I think that the end of the bull cycle, potentially, this could be the next big trade that you can make, and then that's it. Then it's done, right? Which time frame is good entry? Well, for what coin? For Bitcoin or for Ethereum? I mean, both of them, honestly, are good entry right now. I think that, let's get rid of this. I think both of them are a good entry, to be honest, when we look at it, because what I'm looking at is somewhat of a pattern. I want to see if I'm at the bottom, so we can see we're kind of at the bottom now. So now, whether it is the bottom or not, I wouldn't depend on those lines 100%, but Bitcoin is a good entry price anywhere at the bottom, right? So you buy the bottom, you sell at the top, yeah? So you buy here and then you sell there. But as I said, I think that Ethereum is a better buy, right? So, and we're doing kind of the same thing here. We're trying to look at these lines. Here, let me zoom out here. And you're trying to create some lines here to find that bottom part, right? And it's asked to touch 3 times, which it has. You might have to play with that a bit, but basically, yeah, that's basically what it's doing. And you can see it again. That's a good price right here. This is a good entry price here, and then you sell here, right? So again, I think Ethereum is a good price for sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not sure you'll be able to make it that fast. I mean, why does it have to be a life or death situation? I think that, you know, $1,000 to 100,000. I mean, yeah, like that's what, like 100x, right? So, I mean, you need to find the ultimate coin for that. There are coins that are capable of 100x, but probability-wise, I mean, I wouldn't look at life is a do or die. I look at life, you're either in a beautiful state or you're in a like suffering state, right? So if you're not happy with turning 1,000 into 10,000, let's say, then I would look into why are you not happy at a 10x, right? Because 100x is not reasonable expectation within 1 year. 100x is possible within, well, play it properly. You can make 100x within maybe one bull cycle, but probably two, right? Two bull cycle might be reasonable to do 100x if you really work hard at it, and that's the only thing you're doing is trading. If you're working a full-time job and you're not trading full-time, I'm not sure that's reasonable expectation. Well, I wouldn't say you bought late. If you bought at 1830, I think that's totally fine. I mean, I have orders for, I bought some at this price too. I think not a lot. I bought most of it at a low price, but I keep buying. So I bought some at 1830. I wouldn't say that's a bad price, because as if you just wait, right, and it goes up to let's say 15%, yeah, then you're going to make 15% if you sell at that price, right? Again, when I say sell, I mean just put a stop loss. I wouldn't say sell anything, because at the end of the day, what if it keeps going up? We've experienced that in the past, right? Where a lot of times that's the problem with buying like selling, because Ethereum often what it will do is you'll see something like this. It goes up, and then you think it reached the end of that pattern, but then it changes. It goes up a little bit more, right? And then it creates a new pattern from this end, right? And then you missed it because you sell all the time. So you got to be careful on that, because you don't want to miss. It's because it changes. You see, it doesn't always fly straight. So sometimes it makes these huge gains. And so you have to decide. This is the hard part. A lot of people don't understand. Like, there's a difference between making 51% versus making only 16%. So selling too quick here, probably not a wise ideal. Wait till it goes sideways a little bit and see if it's going to go down or up, right? That's what I'm going to do. So no, 1830 is not too much, guys. Okay. So anyway, as I said, I'm very big on Ethereum right now. I'm heavily invested in Ethereum. I do think that Ethereum is probably going to see this pattern at some point, as I'm showing here. It's going to go very, very high. Right now it's following in that trend, but it's probably going to go very high and then have a new trend. And that trend could be we could see Ethereum go to $3,000 is not unreasonable. So if you buy at, what did you buy again? 1830, and you hold it to 3,000, just be patient, right? I think Ethereum is going to do very well. And I don't know if you're aware, but Ethereum's got the news in July. Obviously, there's a new, their upgrade, like part of Ethereum 2.0, starting in July, is it? And that's coming out. So people are going to buy at all kinds of price. When Ethereum's first part, they go in, I mean, the upgrade 2.0 has many phases. Well, I assume this is phase 1. And what happened with Ethereum is they were fighting with the miners about their upgrade. So they finally made a deal with the miners. They're not doing the upgrade they initially thought, but they're still upgrading. And that's still going to boost Ethereum up. Any price you buy now, you may never see this price again. You may never see an 1830 ever again. This has happened many times where people wait and they think it's going to go down, and then it just doesn't. Ethereum is already, I wouldn't say oversold, because if we look at relative index, right, I don't think it's oversold, right? It's not oversold right now, but you can see that it's been going in an upward pattern. Like, we're seeing higher lows and higher highs, right? So it is in a upward trend. So we can imagine from just this RSI that it could do something like that. And then it will go here. And this is when it raises above the 70 level, that's an overbought. Then you probably want to sell at that time. But as we can see right now, it's not overbought or oversold. It's just on an uptrend. So you want to ride it up. Right now is a good time, right? Link. I like Link. Link is a great, one of my top altcoins. I own it. I trade it. I love it. Link is doing very good. I mean, I'm just gonna write it because it's on an uptrend. So I'm not planning, like, okay, even the same thing, right? Like if we look at the RSI, it's on an uptrend. And Link was very slow to like take off. It's just started to like take off. But I've owned it and I'm patient with it because Link is one of those coins where I think it's going to do well. Okay, so definitely just buy and hold until further notice. But I mean, again, what price prediction? I don't know, but I would say much higher than now. Like once it starts going above this, let's see what the price is going to be here. You know what I mean? Like, what is the price here, right? When it breaks above this, okay? But if you look in the past, right, we can definitely see in the past what are some price predictions if you really want some, what it did. Hold on a second. Right? Zoom out here a little bit, right? So here's an ideal, right? Where we are now, right here. So from here to there. So that's about what we should see for Link, something like this. Which, yeah, 15%. But, you know, I mean, it doesn't mean you'll just only see a 15% gain. I think Link has a lot more potential because it's not been to the all-time high. But if we calculate to the all-time high, you know, we're looking at, yeah, 20. And then past that, it could be, I don't know. I mean, Link could see 30, 40% gains. I mean, it really depends on how wild parabolic the altcoins go. Because if they go parabolic, I think that Link could see much higher gains than just 50%, like even, right? I mean, you could double. You could go from 30 to like 60. I mean, isn't that the reason why we buy altcoins? Because we want to see bigger gains than we do in Bitcoin. I mean, that's so we can buy more Bitcoin later, right? So that's what we want to do, yeah? Cardano, I own. I am bullish on Cardano. Okay, for sure. We have, again, we're seeing on the 4-hour view, it was kind of overbought here. You can see, right? It's like right here. So it was overbought because, you know, you made a 40% gain. Down all the way down here, all the way up, it's 48% gain, just like that. Because Coinbase added it, and now it's went down, and I believe it's probably going to go back up. It's probably going to do something like it did here, you know? You see what it did here? It went overbought, and then it went down, and then it went up again, right? Then it went down again, then it went up again. So, you know, it's not like we had our chance, big chance to buy here, which was, yeah, $1 was a big chance. We may not see that again. So I think even now here, you're going to see gains for sure on Cardano because it was just dumped, right? So it was dumped from people who didn't want to lose what they made. But Cardano journey is definitely not done yet. I'm not going to sell mine. I'm not heavily invested in Cardano like some. I'm more of a believer in Ethereum, but Cardano is a good hedge against Ethereum. So I think that really what I think about it anyway. Guys, make sure to subscribe to our Telegram group. We're very active there. And so I will give you the link in the comment. But you can also go in the description. Join us. If you're not joined already, make sure to join us on our Telegram group where we consistently give you more information on price prediction. And we're also giving free money on our channel, probably on Thursday. We'll be giving free Bitcoin. If that interests you, you need money, then join our channel. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you like what you hear today and you would like to have free Bitcoin and you're not already subscribed. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Telegram. And I hope this was helpful for you. Kind of let you know where everything is going on my perspective anyway. So All right, guys, happy trading. We'll see you guys next time. And remember, always live in a beautiful state. See you for now. Bye for now.